All right, Andrew, what's this car got?
This car here is a 97 Pontiac Trans Am WS6 package. It has got a 5.7 liter 350 engine with a comp cam and the extended rockers. Very important to get the maximum duration out of the lift of the cam. Gets you all the horsepower. It's got a set of long tube headers from Pace Setter, and it's got a Pace Setter Y pipe with no cats, no catalytic converters. It's got a new radiator, it's got a new water pump, it's got a new oil pump, it's got a new power steering pump. It's got, let's see, what else have I done to this? New battery. It's got a, step over to the side, Tony. It's got a Flowmaster exhaust.
That sounds healthy, man. That sounds really good.
It's got a clutch with maybe 500 miles on it. Stage 2 clutch. So it's got a little better durability than a Stage 1, but it's not grabby like a Stage 3. 4-wheel disc brakes. It's got the World Sport 6 handling and performance package. And like I told you, it's got the ram air intake. It's got a brand new B&M short shifter in it, Tony.
Open it up, boss.
Okay. Again, new radiator, new battery, new water pump, new power steering pump. It's got a, there's a long tube headers right down there. And it's got the Pace Setter Y pipe because I was having some issues with the last Y pipe that somebody custom built hitting against the undercarriage. So I went ahead and bought the Pace Setter mid pipe for it. Brand new EverStart battery. It's just a really solid platform. The car flies. I mean, you can just feather the throttle and it just breaks loose. No problems. Moving around to the interior. The interior is gray leather. It's got one little snag that it's about $100 repair, and that's just that seam in the seat, which is common in these WS6s. There's a Pioneer deck. There's no cracks on the dash. I mean, it is a super clean car.
It's no fun to be surprised on your smartphone bill. So now,
see if we can get some music for you.
Nope.
It's got Infinity Kappa series speakers in the doors and in the back panel, and then in that back panel is some brand new Alpines that I just had installed, and there's just a bazooka tube with its own power supply that works fine for a car this size. It's got removable T-tops. It's got removable T-tops that, you know, the only time I even get a drop of water is in one of those high pressure car washes, the brushless ones. And it's just a drop, maybe two. The one problem that this car, and I'm going to get this dealt with today and we're going to find out, is, bear with me, the odometer. The odometer, well, you can't really see it right there, can you? There we go. The odometer says 11354. Okay, obviously this car has more than 11,000 miles on it. The deal with the odometer is, I saw, when I bought the car, it didn't have a, it had the same thing going on. But I saw the motor vehicles printout and it said 31,000 miles when I bought it. The gentleman brought it to me because he just turned his title in to get the lien removed. I've put 10,000 miles on this car. I've been tracking it. I'm going to go to Chevy today and I'm going to see if they can pull true miles off it. Regardless, the mechanic who pulled it, who's disassembled this engine, said there's no way this thing has anywhere close to 6 figures of miles on it. It's too clean. The carbon deposits, the scoring on the cylinder walls, none of it adds up to anywhere near 6 figures on the odometer. It's a solid car. Everything's been gone through. It's phenomenal. It kicks over instantly. Now, whoever buys this car with a free dyno tune. This car was put together and it was dyno tuned by a shop in Gilbert called Gearhead Garage. The owner of Gearhead Garage's name is Matt Diamond. When he went to dyno tune my car, after I had all the mods and the ads put on it, he said there was no oil pressure. He said come get it. So I came, got it, took it down to my shop. They took it apart and replaced a bunch of stuff, but found no scoring, no problems. Said it's got oil pressure. So then when you put a new gauge in, the oil pressure started working. So I never got it back up there to Matt to have him re-dyno tune it. That does come with the car. This car dynos right now at 300 to the wheels. Factory was 300 at the crank, or 305 at the crankshaft. This is dynoed at 300 to the wheels with 330 foot-pounds of torque. The projected horsepower and torque on it are somewhere around 350 to the wheels and about 380 torque. That's on a safe tune. It's a very, very gorgeous car. It's been well taken care of. I babied this thing. It was my pride and joy, but I just decided it was time to get into a truck because I want to start spending some time out in the desert. So I traded her in for a truck, and I'll tell you, I almost bought it back from the place that we were going to sell it to at our buy here, pay here place. I was making arrangements with them, but I just don't know that I could swing it right now, and I hate to see it go, but sadly it no longer belongs to me. It's a gorgeous car. It's taking great care of me. It's got some new mounts underneath as well. I lost track of all the stuff I've done to this car. I've put so much money in this car. I've spent easily $8,000 on this car on top of what I paid for it. This car is just a solid, reliable, turnkey car for at least the next 100,000 miles. So whoever buys this, I hope you appreciate it. And I really do hope this goes to a good owner who's going to take care of it and appreciate all that's been done to it and all the TLC that went into this car. Thanks.
Push the red button.